Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. Today I am bringing you the June update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. This project was created by Emily from the channel Emily and Max, and I will have her linked in the description box below if you want to go check her out. Guys, this is my favorite project. It's my favorite project to watch, and it's my favorite project to do. It's my second year doing it. I will be doing this project until Emily says no more, I'm not doing it. And I hope that that is not anytime soon, because she's been doing it for about 5-6 years now, I think. And this is only my second year. And I want more years. Emily, I want more years. Just keep doing it. Thanks. You guys, if you saw my update last month, I was using the wrong game board. I have no idea where that game board was from. It wasn't from 2023, which I've done before too. I've done the 2023 game board in 2024 because I'm awesome like that. And I don't know what game board I was using. I went in through my link that I always go through, but when I was watching everybody else's updates, I'm like, that's not the same game board. And then I watched another update and another update and another update, and they all had the same game board to each other, but mine was different. So I just went with it. I stayed with it. I used my products, whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. Want to? Back in March, I believe it was March. I don't have it written down because I'm great. And I brought in for the 4 of clubs, which at the time was powder product. And I brought in the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder in the shade Soft Pink. Guys, I love this highlighter. It's so pretty. This is my favorite of all of the Soul Body highlighters that I have. This is my favorite. It just gives such a really pretty soft pink finish on the skin. I mean, it is very glowy. It's very glowy. I'll swatch it for you. It's very glowy, but it's got like almost like a gold, pinky gold. That is what it, oh, you guys, disregard my big bruise there. I meant to swatch on this hand, and I'm left-handed, so I always swatch on this hand. That Luna and I were playing really hard one day, and she clumped down, and so I have a bruise. But anyway, that's what that looks like, and it's such a pretty highlighter. I brought that in for 15 uses, and I have used it 5 additional times since the last update for a total of 16 uses. I've used it one more time than I was supposed to because I love it that much, and I will continue to use it. It's something that I use quite often anyway. If I do a cool look or a pinky look, I usually will use this because I love it. Next up, for the 2 of Hearts, which at the time was Sentimental, I brought in the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in the shade Rose You Slay, and it's sentimental because it was sent to me by a lovely friend, Just Janet. Just Janet sent this to me. That is what it looks like. It's just a really pretty, like, blush lighter. A lot of times when I use this, I won't even use a highlighter. I love it so much. I had a 10-use goal on this. I used it 4 more times since the last update for a total of 10 uses. Yay. So that is also rolling out. Next up, for the 10 of clubs, which at the time was multi-purpose, for like the 2nd or 3rd time since since beginning this project, for the prompt multi-purpose, I always bring in the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick in the shade Sparkling Rose. This time, though, my goal was to finish. Now, if you remember last month, I said I'm not going to go digging for it. So once it starts scratching my face, scraping on my face, I'm going to call it done. I went digging for it. I couldn't stop myself. I was like, you know what? There's probably not that much left in there. I can just go digging for it. So I did. And then I put it in this. This was Catrice Prime and Fine glass packaging. So I put it in there. I scraped it out. I put it in there. I melted it down with my hair dryer. So there's probably another 5-7 uses in here, maybe. So I'm going to continue working on that. You guys, I said I wasn't going to go digging for it. I did. I went digging for it. I wanted to see how long I could make it last. I will repurchase that at some point because I love this shade. Let me swatch it for you. I love the shade. It's just a really pretty cream blush, and I just love it. So I will repurchase. I have 2 others of those. Not that shade, but I have 2 other of the multi-purpose, monochromatic multi-sticks. Can I buy a Val? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I will continue to work on that until it's gone, but it will be rolled out by the next update. Guarantee it. Next up, for the 10 of spades, which at the time was vacation or travel, I brought in this travel-sized palette. This is the Essence Bronzed This Way palette. This is what it looks like. It is a perfect travel-size palette. There are 3 mattes and 3 shimmers, and you can do a complete look with this palette. I just really like it so much. I put a 10-use goal on this, and as of last update, I had used it 5 times. I've used it an additional 3 times since the last update. So I have 2 more uses to go. I've used it 8 times. So I have 2 more uses to go on that. So it is not rolling out. Last month, I drew the Queen of Clubs. The queens always stay the same. All the face cards and the aces stay the same month to month. So a black queen is a pick your space. You have to pick a space in that same suit. So it was a Queen of Clubs. So I had to pick something from the clubs category. And I picked Nostalgia. And I brought in the Balm Meet Matte Hues liquid lipstick. I brought this in for 10 uses. It is very pretty. That is what it looks like. And you guys, I have had this for so long. This was from one of my first Ipsies, and I really do like it, but I didn't use it at all. Like, I have not used it once this month. Like, since the last update, I have not used it at all. And I really don't know why. Maybe I just forgot about it. I don't know. You guys. And then lastly, for the 7 of Clubs, at the time was Influenced. And so I was to bring in something that I was influenced to buy. So I brought in the Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette because I was influenced by Ash from Makeup and Chaos to buy this palette 3 years ago. I brought this in for No Pan Left Behind. You guys, I don't know if you can see that. I'll put in B-roll footage so you can see, but there's mold. There's mold in this palette. There, and there. These 2, I actually wiped out because I didn't realize what it was. I'm like, what is that? That's weird. So I wiped it out. And then when I got to the yellow and I was about to wipe that out, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's mold. You guys, I was so mad. So mad. And another thing that really upsets me about this palette is that everyone I know that has had this palette has gotten mold. I'm a huge Ace Beauté fan, and I have other palettes from them, and they don't have mold. I looked at all of them. None of them have mold. So there's something in this formula, or when Ash and I were talking, they said that all of them that they know of came from BoxyCharm. So it could have been the way they stored them at the time. But I sent Ash, I had an extra one and I sent it to Ash. And so far that one does not have mold. But their original Nostalgia palette got mold, which is why I sent them the other one. And since I was telling some of my friends about it, they all offered to give me their palettes, which was so sweet. But Leanna, who was going to give me hers because she decluttered hers had mold. She looked at it. She's like, oh, it has mold. And then Charlie from C Nut Butter Beauty, she was going to give me hers, and it has mold. So I think it is just something with this palette. But can I tell you how heartbreaking that is? I love this palette so much. And the fact that it is moldy and I have to throw it away breaks my heart. So yeah, that will be rolling out, but because it's going in the trash can. So disappointing. So disappointing. So if you're keeping score at home, we have 3 things rolling out and 3 things staying in. So I'm going to bust out my Betty cards. You guys always have a link in the description box below for where I bought them. I bought them on Amazon, but I always have them linked in the description box. So let's find they're so cute. Let's find the Joker. If you didn't know, the Joker stands for Are You Joking Me? And it's something you really don't want to pan. There she is. There's my Joker. And so I'm going to pop up the game board while we do some shuffling. And you can see what the game board looks like this month. And I got my game board directly from Emily's link because I didn't want to, I didn't want to mess up again. So I got it directly from Emily's link, from Emily's video, from her deck of painting video. So I have the link to the Google Sheets, which I will put that link down below. You guys, I got a ton of clubs the last 2 times. So hopefully I don't have clubs this time. We're going to do a couple of more shuffles. And then I'm going to cut the deck. And then I'm going to draw from the top. Think good thoughts. 4 of Hearts. King of Hearts. 3 of Diamonds. Okay, you guys, I don't know what those mean right now, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to find out what they mean. I'm going to pick my appropriate products, and we'll come back. We'll discuss. I'll show you my products, all of that jazz. So you guys don't go anywhere. Okay, we are back. I have my things here, and I'm really happy with my choices. It took me a minute. It took me a minute because I was going back and forth between a few things. So the first thing that I drew was the 4 of Hearts, and that was for the prompt eyeshadow. I am bringing in the Flamingo palette from Violet Voss. This was given to me for my birthday, I think, from Ash from Makeup and Chaos, my best good friend. And this is what it looks like. It is the perfect summer palette. I was going to bring this in for July anyway, and I've never used it. It's a tragedy. I have never used it, so I'm really looking forward to using those. Plus, they're going to go really well with a couple of the shades in my Love Your Eyeshadows project. So I'm happy about that. Happy. And then I brought in the King of Hearts, which is always going to be hit a pan. Hit a pan. So I am bringing in the Looksy Shadow in Caterpillar. This is what it looks like. You can see there is a very nice dip going on in there. And I used this in my 50 Shades of Yellow / Gold for 20 uses, and I still did not hit pan. These are very soft shadows. I really thought I was going to hit a pan before then, but I didn't. So I'm bringing this in to hit pan. So you'll see in the B-roll footage that I put in that there's a very big dip. Very big dip. And then the last card that I drew was the 3 of Diamonds, and that was Sentimental. So I got another Sentimental, and I am bringing in the Sydney Grace Cream Shadow in the shade Rosebud. I got this from Leanna Dalton, my other best good friend, and I am going to use this 20 times. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's so pretty. So pretty. You guys look at that. Isn't that such a pretty? And I figure with my Fun Size Pan That palette, which is a warm neutral palette, plus the bronze this way, I still have a few more uses on that. So those will look really good. So that would look really good with those. And then also you can see some of these beautiful warm shades in here. I think that will go really well with all of those things. I didn't swatch the look-see for you. Here, let me do that. That is the Caterpillar shade. So pretty. Again, that'll look really good with the Flamingo palette and then some other things that I have in projects. So I tried to be very strategic, but also pick things that I love. So if you want to recap, I have a few more uses left in this, and then it will be gone. I have 2 more uses in the bronzed this way, and then I have to use this 10 times, which I haven't done yet. 10 times. So you guys, that is it. That is my update for June. Let me know down below if you're doing this project, either at home, on camera, whatever. Let me know if you're doing it. Let me know something that you're working on this month. I really appreciate you guys being here. And until next time, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later. And then for the Queen of Thup, then last month for the Queen of Thup, last month for the prompt, last month I drew the Queen of Thumbs. Last month I drew the Queen of Clubs. You guys, I have said that. So I had you pick something in the clubs category. Oh my gosh, I can't even freaking speak.